Okay, Shalom. I want to start giving all praises due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Respect and honor to your apostles and to you brothers out there laying your life down on the front line in the battlefield to push this gospel of truth. Because we definitely laying our life down on the battlefield. You know, we putting our life in danger to preach this gospel of truth. But that's what we're supposed to do. So I want to do a quick prayer and get to the point once I find what I am finding. So where is the chat? All of a sudden. Here we go. There we go. So we want to go over Psalms 1. And it says, "Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the ways of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful." And that's a good scripture because blessed is the man that walks not in the path of the others. Because what does the scripture says? It says in Exodus, it says in Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 6-8, if you read on down, and it tells you about that broad is the narrow of death. The broad and spacious and narrow is the ways of death. And then it says the straight gate is so small that only one man can get through it one at a time. So it's like the people following the crowds, being influenced by the crowds, and the crowds is being destruction. Just like some of the mega churches, they think that because they have mega churches and they have millions of followers, that the Lord is dealing with them and they're being blessed. Okay, but the Lord is not dealing with many; He's dealing with the few. Okay. So that's why when you look at the straight gate is only one man can get in it one at a time. So, and that being in that thought, that makes you know that you're going to be by yourself. You're going to seem strange to other people because you don't run. There's another scripture with that. I can't think of it off the head, but you don't run with the majority of the crowd. So they start looking at you as if you are strange to them, like you're weird. Okay, so that's what the blessed man is that he walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners. He not a part of them. He's shunned himself from them. He's meditating on his laws and statutes day and night. It says, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. So he don't sit in the seat of the scornful. Okay, so let's get a precept to that. Proverbs 4:14. Proverbs 4, chapter 4, verse 14. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Yeah, because we're going to go to another scriptures when it says, I read that earlier. It says, now let's go to that. Is fret not of the thing of the evildoers. And I believe that's Psalms 37. Let's go to that too. And it says, fret not. This is Psalm chapter 37, the first part. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Yeah, and it keeps you in mind of like how the wicked get some of the things in life. It looks like they're getting it easy. Let's say for suppose like a drug dealer. Okay, it seems like he getting the cars, he getting a nice house. Okay, but he doing wicked things to get that. And sometimes we tend to look next door and covet after other men's things and their way of life, but we don't know how they got that, how they got those things, and what they went to do with that, and we don't know the ending ladder of their situation. And you usually see like the best people that have so much, like the people that's in the world, like and they're doing wicked things, their end result is disgusting. It's terrible. They lose everything. Let's say like Al Chapo, all these great men that had money, but they did it wickedly. Okay, their end was disgusting. And it makes me remind me of what? It makes me remind me of Romans 13. Okay? In Romans 13 it says he used not that sword in vain. So the Lord used the wicked one to also to check us up. The wicked one to keep us in shape. It says he bear not that sword in vain. But if you do good, you don't have nothing to worry about it. And to do good is to pay attention to these scriptures. So that's all. Okay, so that was Proverbs 4:14, and then I gave you Psalm 37. And then we back at Psalms 1 now. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. Meditation means you read the scriptures, you do research on these scriptures, you pray for the Lord to give you the increase in understanding. Okay? And that's how you meditate on it. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do, he shall prosper. Now that's a Jew right there. Whatever he do, he shall prosper if he trusts in the Lord and he meditate on these scriptures day and night. Okay? And let's go to a precept with that. This is Jeremiah 17:8. Jeremiah 17:8. Jeremiah 17, verse 8. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spread out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat come. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Yeah, now let's meditate on that verse. You know how you see a nice tree and you see a leafy tree and it's nice, dark and healthy, a plant and it's growing. Now when the sun comes out, sometimes it be real hot and that that leaf start to get brown and dry and stuff like that. But when you trust in the Lord, look what this verse is saying. It says in Jeremiah 17:18, it says, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters and spread out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat come. Okay, you see how that heat was on that plant root, and it would make it burn and look messed up. But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. So, trust in the Lord, you're going to continue to yield fruit and blessings. All right, then we back at Psalms 1 and verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drive away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Yeah, the sinners should not stand in the congregation of the righteous. Let's go to a quick precept with that. Isaiah 25:5. Isaiah 25:5. It says, thou shalt bring down the noise of strangers, as the heat in a dry place, even the heat with the shadow of a cloud. The branch of the terrible ones shall be brought to low. So, and that the branch of the terrible one, it keeps in mind of the vessel of honor and the vessel of dishonor. The vessel of honor is going to be made to shine, and the vessel of dishonor is going to be destroyed, and that's what they're built for. So you got the vessel of honor and the vessel of dishonor, and that's that terrible branch that's going to be brought low, and they're going to eventually be destroyed. Then it says, we back in Psalms 1, verse 6. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So just keep in mind that If we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and we stay focused on the Lord, okay, that's how you prosper in this life. Even though you're surrounded by all this, the rudiment and the things of the world, you keep your mind and your spirit in the meditation of the attributes of the Lord. Okay, then you'll be safe, and that's how you get successful. That's how you stay get your prosper. That's how you get your blessings. Okay, and let me close it with this. End it with this last scripture, Isaiah 48. Isaiah 48:18. Oh, that thou hast hearkened to my commandments, then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea. One of my favorite scriptures. All peace and blessings. Shalom.